Okay, I promised you guys jump blues in G, and I just did a lesson with utilizing just the 1 and the 4 chord, you know, the G and the C, which is fine for what we're doing here. But I wanted to incorporate the 5 chord because, you know, in the blues we often, you know, resolve to the 5, and sometimes we walk it down in many different ways. So I'm gonna be playing a little. I'm gonna create a little loop. It goes like this, which is the G to the C9, and then back to the C. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to the 5 chord, a D9, to the C9, to the G9, or G7, sorry. So what I'm going to show you now is there's a couple ways you can play that. Many ways, actually. You do. But one simple way to do it, to make it really, really basic, especially if you've got a looper, it comes in handy, and I suggest getting one if you don't. Just play the, you know, the 3 on the D string and the 4 on the G, and let those 2 strings be the only strings you play for the rhythm. Don't even worry about the rest of it, and just go. And then go back half a step. So you got a 2 on the D string and a 3 on the G, and back up half step. So now you've gone 1, 4, 1, 4. 1, 4, and back to the 1. Now let's go back to the 4. Half step down. And you've heard this before. Back to the G. Now we're going to go up a half a step, okay, to the D, and back 1 full step. So back to the G. There's your root. 4, 5, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1. But we're using it in a blues form. So when I want to show you that, and before I do, I'm going to show you there's one more thing that I'll incorporate, and I'm going to do it in the little loop I'm about to create. When you get to that 5 chord, why not walk it down chromatically? Okay, you're just going 1 fret at a time. So you're going from a D to a C sharp to C. So in slow motion it would be, here's the whole thing. Okay, now back to your 4 chord, half a step down, and right back to your root. Okay, now go half a step up for your 5 chord, and this time let's walk it down. So you went, got it, to your 4 chord, and then resolve to your G. That's it. So now I'm gonna, and if you want to do it in a full chord, you just do a power G chord and remove your pinky. Let that be your 1 chord. And then instead of just doing the 2 strings on the 4 chord, we're going to spell out the whole C9. It sounds like this. It's a great chord, isn't it? So you got the A3, D2, and then bar, the 3rd fret of the G, D, and D, and high E. That's going to come in handy because the D is 2 up. Same form, same shape. So here we go with this is what it sounds like playing the full chords. G7th. Here's the D, C9. Back to G7th. I'm doing it in slow motion, right? And then you go back to your C. Yep. And back to your G. Now I'm going to go to the 5 chord, which is the D9, and I'm going to walk it down to the C, and then back to your G. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does, because I'm about to create a loop, and I'm going to play over it, and then you'll see what I play over that. So this is something like this. That's a pretty reasonable tempo, I think. Yeah. Play the blues. Get that rhythm going, right? Back to your G. Let's see what it sounds like if I play some lead over it. I'm just doing 1 note. So I'm going 3rd fret on the high E string, and 8th fret on the B string. an exercise. And you can slide up to that B string lick. Kind of a Chuck Berry thing. The one note blues, right? So I'm basically staying in this blues box, right? So I'm just, these are the notes. So I'll do it slow. One note. Just only one note at a time, right? Just the G note. But it's Chuck Berry style, right? Now I'm going to do two notes. So second fret on the, third fret on the B, third fret on the E. Now we'll do one note. Now two. Now three notes. So the note I added was fifth fret on the B string. So now we got it's only three notes, right? A lot of mileage on three notes. Let's try a fourth note. Ready? So what I'm doing, I'm adding that sixth fret on the high E. This is a minor pentatonic scale. So that's just a little example of what you can do with this, 5 or 6 notes. It sounds pedantic when I do it on its own, but when you add a little jump blues to it. That one I'm going to show you right now because that's a good one. It's like a Stevie Ray one. Motion, stretch, back to the fifth, now hammer on from the third to the 5, then for the 5 on the B string, 3 on the B string, back to the root, 3 on the high E. Slow motion. Okay, so that's just, just some vocabulary licks in the key of G over jump blues, but, feel free to just get kind of rhythmically around with it, phrase it so that it's not always, in time. It could be like the rhythm's steady, right? Of the C sharp to C9. And jump up to that D, walk out that down. So now I'm going to play a phrase. And let it breathe for a while, right? So play with it. And so on and so on. If you want to hear a guy who's really good at that, Duke Robillard, I had a chance to play with him in France one time. We did a little week gig together in the south of France. He was in Room Full of Blues. He's played on all kinds of albums. He's from Boston, a great player, but he does that jump blues as good as anyone, I swear. So check out Duke Robillard. I'm Jimmy Dillon. Greetings from Santa Cruz. All right, we'll see you down the road.